Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Vols will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the move, it's Lacey. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quick shuffle pass.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
Dropping back, it's Horn. Got his man on the right. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up right here.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Something I heard about this fourth down and shit.
That fast, get
What
to
is
the
that
guy,
shit, bro?
and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating.
I'm always done about
right from the
this
snap,
shit.
getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Handoff to the single back. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Handoff from the shotgun. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Trying play action. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Horn. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Back to the ground game on the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now on second down. Back to throw. It's Horn. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long.
You right next to me, dude.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Leaves it with the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick completion on the out. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Give him 6. Touchdown, Missouri!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On the run, it's Lewis. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Unloads it downfield. And that pass intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Still on his feet at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. They might be fortunate.
Shitty ass O-line,
for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air. It's Horn. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Man, bro, you got a cut, bro. You can't do that.
Great job of contained by this defense.
Damn, bro.
In order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. The quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity. But great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat it all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Bringing it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Heaves it deep. Receiver
oh, my God.
Throw incomplete.
The quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up with the completion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get to him as he throws. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football.
All I asked you to hold that nigga, bro. You can't even do that.
One final play of the half. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Blue. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Off the play fake. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Still looking on the move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Extending the play. He's going to fire to the left. He caught it. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw.
This is why I'm going to lose the game, bro. Because some shit like this happen.
Huge play for this offense.
Some random shit happen. I don't know what the fuck going on.
It's 10-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Oh.
It's caught. On the move is the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here. Going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball fell.
He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On second down, he'll let it fly.
Man, get the fuck up there, bro. Bitch, slow ass.
Line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll try to get it through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked, no rhythm.
They got some rhythm now.
Really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Right back to it. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got his man out of the backfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Across the 25, he's got room. did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Horn. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The give on 4th down. The Tigers will move the sticks with the 1st down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Missouri, 17, Tennessee, 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They're going to ride this running back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Oh, that can't hear it. I don't even know if they fucking know it.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag.
That's just fucking up, bro.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Paul, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Makes the grab over the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Back to throw. It's Horn. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They've got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
They don't know.
He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Lacey. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
I got the trashiest O-line in the world.
Quick timeout called by the
Damn.
the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The trashiest O-line, bro.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Working that left side.
Hey, look at this trash ass running back. Ain't you? Ain't do shit.
Good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defense.
Like, I gotta find a play.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moment.
Obviously, I'll go for the sack. Very obvious.
Now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home, licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's looking for a man on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Oh.
Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. Fourth down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there